Good afternoon, people. My name is Max, and my project was on roosting among American crows. The American crow, or Corvus brachyrhynchos, are a sociable, synanthropic species of bird that have adapted to urban environments. American crows are commonly found to be roosting in the evening time. This helps provide protection due to the large amount of crows that gather, and even provide warmth when it's cold out. This roost behavior is unwanted by humans living in urban areas, as you can imagine. They are quite loud. Uh, Humans have gone as far as to use effigies or a type of scarecrows to deter crows from roosting in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, for example. In this study, researchers actually planted taxidermied carcasses of American crows, and even like recently killed crows, so like live killed crows. They planted them in areas where they don't want these crows at to deter them from roosting, from gathering. And in some cases, humans have shut down crows, which is not as common as we think it is, but it does happen in rural areas, but not so much in urban environments due to having stricter laws. So in the video direction, you'll see the American crow and the Chinese pistache tree, or Pistachia chinensis. So as you can see, they are just gathering around these trees. This is taken outside of CRMC, the Community Regional Medical Center in downtown Fresno. There is a whole bunch of crows. They're nesting on on the pistache tree. They seem to like it. And you may see some crows start moving around. They might even like leave the tree. I believe this may be due to like them trying to find like a comfortable spot. So like when you're on the couch, you're trying to find or you're in your bed, you're trying to find like a comfortable spot to sleep in, the best position to sleep in. I think it's something like that. And we can see even more crows coming along, and some of them are nesting nearby, but a lot of them are actually going someplace else. They're going to a different faraway place, which I've not captured in the video. But yeah, they're just being crows. You can see them on power lines as well. They really like power lines for some reason, and they're quite loud. And if you were to step outside, or if you're like right here, you'd hear you'd hear like just a lot of poop falling down to the sidewalk. It's quite nasty. I believe that's another major reason uh why some humans don't want them in urban environments, or why they're unwanted. So yeah, the Chinese pistachio is a pretty cool tree too. It's really beautiful in the fall time, but it leaves a lot of messes, and it's very you can see them a lot in campus as well. So I came up with two hypotheses. The first hypothesis is crows will avoid large gathering in areas where predators or threats are present. And my second hypothesis was in roosting, crows have a preference for trees that lose their leaves during the fall season because it increases their field of view. For the experimental design of hypothesis one, I came up with a scenario where in urban environments where crows like to gather in the evening, we could place decoys and natural predators around the area before the arrival of these crows. This is kind of similar to the experiment where they placed effigies, but this time we won't use uh, carcasses. Instead, we'll try to use decoys. Uh, our independent variable is the amount of decoys that we placed. The dependent variable is the number of crows who stayed, and decoy predator type. So we'll try to measure uh, which predator type of decoy did the crows avoid the most. And our controlling variables would be testing grounds, hold suitable conditions to support crow roosting. Um, this means like there's no bias. We'll try to make sure there's no bias in which area the crows choose to roost at. They'll be equally similar and equally attractive for them to roost at. So we predict that the use of decoys will cause a decrease in the gathering of crows because the depiction of predators will likely scare the crows away. If correct, we should see a decrease in the number of crows due to the presence of predatory threats. If incorrect, we may see no measurable changes in the number of crows roosting, which would signify that there is no effect on behavior and that these decoys were not efficient or they did not provoke uh, behavioral changes in crows. In experimental design for our hypothesis 2, I came up with a scenario where in an urban environment with an equal amount of evergreen trees and deciduous trees, we count the number of crows that roost between the two tree types. For the independent variable, we decided that number of trees between the two types would be the number of trees between the two types. Dependent variables would be the number of crows that rested on a tree, as well as the type of tree the crows rested on. So we could test like which ones do they like and how many of them liked it. Um, Controllable variables would be both tree types in the study are approximately the same size. This would eliminate uh, any bias that crows may have, like maybe they prefer larger or taller trees. So we'll try to make sure that they're equally the same size. We'll try to make sure there's an equal amount of deciduous and evergreen trees. And the number of crows are counted in the morning before disperse. So this would probably give like a more accurate statistic on which crows did stay the night and which ones didn't. Our prediction is that during the fall season, deciduous trees will have a higher count of crows roosting because lack of coverage allows the crows to see more possible threats. If correct, we should see deciduous trees having a higher individual crow count. If incorrect, there will be no preference for the tree type, or crows may prefer evergreen trees over deciduous trees. And yeah, that was my project. Hope you guys enjoyed, and these are my references. Thank you.